Hello? Hello? Echo? Welcome to my echo chamber, formerly known as my shop. It is incredibly distracting talking in here with this echo, so I know it's probably distracting listening to it through that microphone. Bear with me, I do apologize. We're moving. If it's not already obvious, we're moving. My shop is in a shipping container right now, which that was an adventure. I'll cover all that in an upcoming video, but I just wanted to make this video letting you know that we're moving, things are going to change, and I think it's nothing but positivity going forward, so bear with me. A few weeks ago, a month ago, however long ago it's been, my concept of time has left me. I made a video titled, "So You're Saying There's a Chance," and in that video I talked about the reasons why we want to move. And the possibility of us moving. Well, the possibility has become a reality. We're moving. And in this video, I want to talk about the what and the how. What we want to accomplish, both physically and also by moving, and then how we're going to get there, okay? So what do we want? We want a lot of land to roam for various different reasons. We want a lot of land because we like being out in the middle of nowhere. It's one of the reasons why we like camping a lot, just get away from society, get away from everything and just listen to nature. We're very nature-oriented type people. We love being outside. We want room to roam. We also want room to develop our long-term dreams. We want cattle. We want not a farm by any means, more of a ranch. We want a ranch type of a setup. We want to have this large plot of land to be a generational type property. We want to pass it down to our daughter. This is our final property as far as I'm concerned. I'm 37, my wife's 34, and this particular location that we're going to is the unicorn location for us, back to our roots, back to our family, and we just love it. So that we want this property to be passed down to our daughter. And also, one thing that we're accomplishing with this is essentially providing a life insurance policy for our daughter. When the time comes that my wife and I are no longer here, yes, she will have the land, and we want this to be in the family for generations to come. But ultimately, we're not going to be here, so she can do with it as she pleases. It'll be hers at that point, and if the best decision for her is to sell it, well, property values, they fluctuate over the years, obviously, but trending long term, it's not going to be nothing but an increase in value when that time comes way down the road. So if she wanted to sell it, hey, it's hers, and it's a life insurance policy essentially, so she could sell it at that point. The other thing that we want to accomplish, what do we want to accomplish? We want to be closer to family. This particular unicorn property is 8 minutes away from my wife's family compound. And I say family compound because my wife's mom, uncle, they live in 4 consecutive homes on connected 275 acres of land. They've got a ranch type of a setup going already, and we just love that lifestyle. We want to create our own lifestyle like that. So that's what we want to accomplish by moving. This is a major shift in our life for once that doesn't revolve around my business. I can work anywhere. I'm not super attached to this space. As amazing as this space has been over the past 5 years that I've been here, it's just a space. And putting things in front of family doesn't make sense. Family always comes first. This major lifestyle change is ultimately about family. I'll have another shop. That's all there is to it. I'll have another shop. Big deal. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome designing a new shop from the ground up. This will be my first shop to design from the ground up. You know, I didn't design this shop. This shop was here 4 years before I moved here. I didn't design that 2-car garage I was in prior to this. I didn't build and design that apartment complex I started woodworking in before that. And I didn't design and build that single wide piece of crap mobile home trailer I was living in for my first taste into woodworking. This new shop space will be what I want it to be, which is pretty cool. I'll get into the specifics on the shop in another video. I'll do a dedicated video on that, and then also the very specific stuff on the property. I just chuckled there because this property it's awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. So how are we going to accomplish this? Well, this doesn't work out without some type of little sacrifices here and there. So what we're doing is we're moving to an in-between property while we can start developing the new property for us to be able to go there. The new property is 101 acres of trees. That's it. Well, there's some more other fun little things there, but there's a four-wheeler trail running through it. We've got so much work to do. There's going to be so much more creating, not only in the new wood shop, but also outside the wood shop on the property. I've never really limited myself to creating with woodworking. I like to make stuff, right? The whole maker movement. I like to create stuff with my hands. I'm never giving up woodworking, ever, but I'm wanting to do more than just woodworking. So we have to move to an in-between property before we can get to the main property. And that in-between property is a plot of land that one of my wife's uncles owns that he was so graciously, so generously allowed us to use the land because it has utility hookups on it. So this particular plot of land had a house trailer on it at one time. It has been moved. It's just kind of vacant land right now. It's kind of trashy, and you know, people moving things out and kind of trashing as they move out, that type of a thing happens. So there's a little bit of cleanup work to do, but it's got an electricity pole, it's got a septic tank, and it's got publicly supplied water connection. So we got to get the water and electricity turned on. We've already got the camper out there. We've already been doing a bunch of stuff out there, been recording a bunch of stuff. That has been a process, we'll say. But we are allowed to stay there for the next few months while we get the new shop built. Project number one on the new shop and the new property is the new shop. And like I said, I'll go into, I think I said it, I'll go into more detail about the shop specifics, but it's going to be twice the square footage of this shop. Not because I need twice the square footage for woodworking, but because that shop's going to be doing double duty. This is a 30 by 40, so we're going to duplicate it twice. So 30 by 40, 30 by 40, so 40 by 60. And on one side, I'll set up the shop just the way I had it here. On the other side, we're going to park the camper in there. I'm going to build a bathroom, a little kitchenette, washer and dryer, that type of thing. So we have a little bit of creature comforts while we're still living in the camper life while things develop. This is like a big 5-year plan we have going on to eventually, over the next 2 to 3 years, eventually start building a house, and then build a barn and all kinds of other stuff that may be sprinkled in between, and the order of operations may completely change. You guys know how life works, right? So yeah, in between property, new property, all kinds of excitement. It's happening. What does that mean for Jay's Custom Creations, for this content? I don't really have an answer for you. I don't know how this will look, these videos will look, the subject of this video will look, but I do know that there are a couple things that are set in stone. Number one, it's going to look different. I don't know how I'm going to present this type of content. It's going to look different. I've got some ideas. Number two, I'm never giving up woodworking. I'm going to continue to do woodworking as well as all kinds of other stuff. So in that regard, that's not going to change. And number three, I'm hoping that the frequency of publishing videos increases, because that's going to be a kind of a default way to keep myself productive, right? Make more videos. Well, you got to have something to do in the videos, so be productive, right? So yeah, things are going to change. Can't promise you that what it's going to look like, but it's going to look different. And I hope that you're along for the ride with me. If not, I understand it. If you subscribe to this channel specifically for nothing but woodworking content, I get it. But woodworking sprinkled in with all kinds of other stuff is probably what it's going to look like. I feel like I'm rambling because this is not scripted, and I'm just telling you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's it for this video. I'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.